I know you didn't come here to hear my life story, so let's have a look at the board. Wow! Mamma mia! I can't believe it. It's not a scam. I've wanted one of these triple stringer wide body back longboards for like so long. And the color. Wow. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
So what's the process of building a longboard for a beginner like you anyways? Well, here's a quick intro into what the process is like so far. But just keep in mind that while watching this video, it's not the destination. It's the journey and the rewarding experience of the build. And besides, I've been having a blast, and I might even go so far as to describe the process as being a little bit zen, because I'm finding parts of myself while building this board that I've never experienced before. But mistakes have been made, like when I was using the electrical planer, the cord accidentally got cut over. Oh, and while I was actually doing the lamination coat on the bottom, I didn't have enough resin. So, with not enough resin to cover the laps and tuck it under, I had to cut as evenly as possible along the rails where the resin stopped. And you know, that's a bit messy. It's very time consuming. It's definitely something you do not want to do. Do not make those mistakes if you are shaping your board yourself, because look at me. I'm using all this time trying to even out with the sander the rails, and you know what? It worked. So luckily, I've learned from my mistake, and when I laminated the deck of the board, I was able to have enough resin to cover the laps under, and it turned out great.
Honey, have you seen the chopping block anywhere? I think I saw it the other day, but I don't know where it is anymore.
No, I haven't seen it either, sweetie. We might have forgot it somewhere when we moved last year, you know, or it could be in one of the boxes still. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Now I've given it 2 hot coats on the bottom and the top, and the next step is to actually cut the fin box in, sand it, and then give the final gloss coat so that I can buff it and shine it and make it look as beautiful as it deserves to look.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
No. I don't want to hear your crap about the process and your woo-woo Zen Master, Jedi Master crap with the Jedi mind trip about the learning curve and the mistakes and having patience and learning about yourself. I don't want to hear about that crap. I just want to buy the surfboard. What? You don't want to learn about the learning curve and the process and the mistakes and failures and overcoming your hurdles? The lessons of life?
Besides, I never said the board was for sale anyways.
What? It's not for sale? Psycho. All right, man. Suit yourself. Psycho. Come.
So the next little hiccup that happened when I was removing the masking tape after putting on a pinstripe, I was unraveling and unmasking a shoddy job of a hot coat. The second hot coat seemed to be peeling off. I don't know what happened, but for some strange reason, it wasn't sticking. Which means I had to do a whole lot more sanding to remove most of the pinstripe and the second hot coat. But then I gave it a second attempt, and wow, did it ever shine brightly. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually looking like I know what I'm doing, but the truth is I have no idea what I'm doing. Nevertheless, I managed to use a router and to make room for the future fin box, which is a bit of a tricky one, but I managed to get it all routed out without any hiccups, and I'm pretty pleased with that. So next up, we need to give the entire board another sanding, redo the pinstripes, and just doing some general finishing up details, such as varnishing the wife's cutting board. But it's amazing how glossy the finish of the gloss coat looks while it's still drying, but when it cures, it kind of looks a little milky. I'm not sure why that is. And now I'm drilling out a hole for the leash string to be pushed through the board. This is old school style. But first, we need to fill the hole with some resin, let that cure, and then re-drill a new hole and pull the leash string through, kind of like threading a needle. Man, that looks cool. Whoa, no time to celebrate yet. That premature happy dance isn't going to cut it. There were unfortunately some imperfections with the gloss coat around the concave on the nose, so I decided to redo that whole section there and make it look really great. Again, the gloss coat looks so shiny before it cures, and maybe some of you guys can help me out answering why it dries when it cures. It becomes kind of cloudy and a little bit soapy looking. Either way, the next day when it cured, decided to sand it from 240 all the way up to 2000 grit sandpaper before dusting it off and cleaning it off and then giving it a good wax polishing here. Even though I did all the sanding and the polishing, I'm still a little bit disappointed with the finish. I mean, it looks great, it looks awesome, but it just doesn't look like that high polished professional look that you get when you buy a board. Now that I'm finished, there's one thing I have to admit. This video is by no means a highlight reel. The process of building my own longboard is messy and, to be honest, a little ugly and frustrating at times too. But if it was easy, wouldn't I have appreciated it the same way when the job is done? There's that Zen mastery woo-woo talk again. But the bottom line is, with all its hiccups on this build, I'm still proud of it and I'm looking forward to see if it floats. What? You didn't think I'd leave you all out there hanging to dry? Of course it floats. Alright guys, thanks for all your stoke and support, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe, and we'll see you guys all next time. You!